Okay, we should be good. Checking the gate, making sure everything's hunky-dory. Waiting for everything on YouTube to flip over. Alright, and we are live. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good whatever, wherever you may be. Welcome to another Reality Skewed Gamers lunch stream. I am Ranger J1999, your host with the most, part of the RSG crew, and we are glad to have you here on a Friday. TGIF to everybody in chat, all my skewers out there. Glad to have you guys here for the weekend. My eyes are running or watering because of my allergies are kicking my ass right now. It's so annoying. I hate it. But glad to have you guys here. It is a wonderful Friday. It is time to celebrate the weekend. We got a lot of fun stuff for you today. We've got the lunch stream, which we're going to do. And if you're new here, this is what we do. We sit around. We talk shop. We talk Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. We're going to do Ranger Suffers Through Mod Depression. And then we're going to do a roster review. And then we'll get your questions. If you have a question, all you need to do is put your question in chat. Make sure you put the word question in front of your statement. That helps me scoop up the questions. So go ahead and do that done. Do me a favor as well, those watching. Give me a thumbs up on the video if you could. It helps with monetization and gets our streams out there. Also, if you hit the subscribe button. It'll let you know when we're streaming live, so that's always important too. Also, follow us on Twitch. If you haven't followed us on Twitch, follow us on Twitch and subscribe on Twitch because we're going to be doing GAC. So right after this, we're going right into our GAC battle, so that's always a lot of fun. It's our first round action. I'm pretty sure my guy went full offense. You'll see what I'm talking about when we do it. And I think he left some backline poo-poo on defense, and we will make them pay the price for doing such a thing. But we are glad to have you guys here. Say hello in chat. Put your name out there. We'd like to shout everybody out there in chat, so if you can do that now, I'll go through and see who's out there in TV land, and we will shout you out and say hi back. Joining me today is, of course, from the RSG crew, Grim the Mechanic is here.
Did you know, Ranger, that we built this city on rock and roll?
Well, Jefferson Starship, I didn't know that. Also joining us from his own channel, we've got Doja Son, and we are doing his roster review today. Well, surprise, surprise, Doja Son.
Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be here.
Yeah, I know you're a little busy. Doja Son is on a little bit of sleep because he's got a newborn little baby, and the baby has been keeping him up all night. So if he sputters a little bit, well, we're just going to have to give him a little bit of slack, folks. I
blame Finn.
Yeah, Finn sucks. I am in a wonderful mood because my Houston Astros just pick up Zach Greinke. World Series, here we come. Bang, bang! So I'm super excited, man. That was a giganticus trade. I didn't see that one coming. You guys all know I'm a huge Astros fan. My God, when they did that yesterday, I was like, it was late at night. I just got done streaming, and then all of a sudden something popped up on my feed, and I'm like, what's this?
It's a hockey team, right?
Finn, I will ban you from RSG if you ever say that again. And you know I'll do it too. You know, you don't see me saying that kind of crap when you're talking about your driving crap, do you? That's what I thought. All right, so let's get this show started. I like to do what we always do. Also, if you see in the middle there, we've got Lord Vader's Cup of Plenty. If you really like to support the channel, if you like the content, please feel free to donate. That's what it's there for. It helps support the channel. We use all the proceeds to keep the channel going, to keep me going, to keep this whole thing going. So if you want me to if you still want RSG to keep doing what we do, you know, donations are always appreciated. You can do Super Chat. We've got Twitch. We've got our Patreons, and I'll talk about the Patreon stuff after we do the roster review. And we also have on our homepage, like, I think the Patreon's linked there, and I think the PayPal's linked there, because some people do not like giving money to YouTube and Twitch. They just want to give money directly. We've got it all set up. We even have an Amazon wish list, because that's what you guys told us to do, and we put stuff on there all the time, because that's what the skewers pretty much threatened us. We didn't do it. Algie led the way. It's like, oh no, I better do it. All right, let's do this in chat, and then we're going to get into it and start this show and kick this pig into gear. Utah's here. Says, hello, RSG people. How is everyone this Friday? We are doing good, Utah. I'm glad to have you here, my friend. Hit those books. Matt Bailey says, gracious good morning, gentlemen. Hello, Matt. BRS Agon says, hello. I hope everyone's GAC is going better than mine. Oh, boy, oh, I'm sorry that yours is going so bad, BRS. Dr. Feelgood says, Skiers Unite. Glad, thank you, Dr. Feelgood. Who question mark times 3 says, hello there. Hello there, who? Waffle Dolphin says, good morning, skiers. It's No Pants Friday. Everybody get your damn pickles out. Look, no, it's not. I will wear shorts, and that's just the way it is. We have Matt Bailey. He says, mine was interesting. My imps won their fight against bounty hunters, but with only 48 banners. But I got a nest solo and a womp solo, so I'm not sure. It's going to be close for sure. You just says, wait, you wear pants? Get out of here, you guys with damn pants stuff. Rubber Duck Mafia says, hey, Skewtix? Okay. That's a new way of putting skewers. I don't know if it's pronounceable, but Skewtix. I don't like it. Waffle Dolphin says, only at work sometimes, LOL. Get out of here with the damn pants stuff. ND Fox, hello there, my friend, says, hey, skewers. Let's see. Proper Catch says, good afternoon, boys and girls. Glad to have you here, Proper, as always. Let's see who else is out there. Big Country Mags, BCM in the hizzy. The Viking himself. BCM, you've got the lunch stream information. Get your monkey ass. Get your monkey ass in here. Fitty Chico says, hi. Hey, Fitty. Danila Papaya says, hey. Nami P says, hi. GAC gave you depression. I hope mods fare better today. No, I don't think you came to the right spot. Mods do not usually work out for me. I mean, sorry, Dami P. I would love to make you happy with that, but that's not going to happen. I mean, we're going to pray to our Lord and Savior, Malik and Revan, and we'll see what happens. But I'm not going to give you a false hope. JG Hot Ones here says, hello, Ranger. Did you read the Q&A with developers? Not yet. I'm going to put myself in the right state of mind to go through all that stuff.
Yeah, you need more depression. There's a lot of it.
Gav P, great Friday afternoon, RSG peeps, with the thumbs up and the drinks. Said, won my GA, got 1,908 banners, biggest yet. Thanks to Ranger for the nudge to use troopers on a slower boss. Cheers, fellas. I may be dumb, but I have no brain power. All right, Suicide Squad says, morning, Suicide Squad. Chewy says, hey again, RSG crew. Start. Well, hey, let me look at this.
Slaughter Bartfast.
Slaughter Bartfast. I couldn't see that was on YouTube, the wording. I was like, wait, is that an L or T? What is that? It says, hi all. Greetings from Austria. It's my favorite place. Welcome, fellow Austrian. We're going to go into the chat.
Yeah, we're going to. That name is from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Shut up! I'm trying to welcome another Austrian. We're going to go to the chat and rip everybody's arms off and shove them up the ass. Welcome to the show. Skywalker Vader, hey, our Canadian brother from up north, eh? What's going on there, buddy? Deadpool Kyle says DPK is here. Yes, you are. Welcome. The notorious BFG says F for the Astros. Word. Domination, baby. Let's see here.
Where's that football team?
Are you really gonna? Well, I'm gonna say goodbye to Graham. You gonna apologize, or you want me to mute you for the rest of the show?
I'll stop.
Okay. Let's see here. Oh, it updated. So I have to go back up. Damn it. Chicken Gaming's here. Chicken of China, the Chinese chicken. Oh. Let's see who else we got. It's a lot of people. Jason Krulik says hello. Hey, Jason. Darth Vader 7 with another hello. Welcome. Billy Gunn says hi, RSG, with an exclamation point. I like that. Glad to have you here, Billy. Miro Yuvchev says, I know it's childish, but the happy hunt message looks like happy HUI message? I'm not sure what that means.
Hui.
Oh! And that in my native language is like happy dick. Oh, Lord! Oh, well that sucks. Well, Mistranslations happen all the time, I guess. Paringo says, aloha. Aloha to you, my friend. Calson says, how do you feel about a goblin deck? Well, wrong stream, Calson. Nice knowing you. Spider says, happy Friday to everyone. Hey, Spider. Darth Teflon says, hello there. Rose Taka says, I lost my JSC to Bug's team. On a pause note, my opponent offered a guild invite to me. We'll see what happens. Well, I mean, there's always a silver lining out there, Rose Taka, who is the best human being on the planet, I must say. Gruffalo says, happy Friday, y'all. Grande Verga says, hey, hello there. La 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 la. Nick Merkus here. Hello. Where's Malik?
Soon, TM.
Yeah. That's all I gotta say. Miss Farquhar's here. Oh, the lovely Farquhar. She says, howdy, folks. Hello, Miss Farquhar. Let's see. Sir the Jedi says, waves and says, depression, no Jar Jar coming. Oh, no. Slap Me Head says, sup. Hey, CBO97 says, happy Friday, RSGers. Let's see here. La 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 la. Anybody else? I'm looking. Anybody else says hello? No. Let's do this. All right. So if I see your name moving from this point forward, then we'll give you a shout out and say hello. I'm glad to see all the skewers out there doing their thing. Glad to have you guys here. So here we go. Let's look here. So, it's time for Ranger stuff for their mod depression. Let's do it. Depression time, time for Ranger stuff through depression time. All right, we went with the second in command, Lord Malik, yesterday. Had some success, but I think it's time to pull out the big guns. We're going to try to do mods through Darth Revan as a luck factor. It has no scientific merits whatsoever, but we're going to go to my Lord and Savior, who I have worshipped from the beginning, Darth Revan. So let's go to Darth Revan. Darth, I need some help with mods. I need it, Darth.
Don't we all?
Yes. I've been your boy for a long time, Rev. We need to do this. So, alright. So we'll sort by speed. Just want to make sure I did that. Yes, confirm. And then sort the speed mods by speed again. We filtered, then we started. Alright, we've been working on them green mods down here to get them 4 spade. We're going to go down there and look at them. Alright. So, let's see. I need crosses and triangles. Crosses and the triangles. So, how many crosses are the triangles? Oh, there's a cross. I need a cross. Alright, let's slice this. Let's slice this bad boy. Alright, I need some of these. So let's find that. Soon. We just need 3. We'll do that. Okay, good. Okay, good. We got the 3 we needed. And then let's go here and we'll do this. Find. And then we'll just get all of it. We need all of it anyway. Alright, we'll take 19. That's good. Alright. Yeah, we're doing a little bit of experiment GAFP. I know Malik was successful, but I have a feeling Revan is going to come through for us. So, it's a big test. I've got 2 defensive stats. One's already hit with protection besides speed. That is never a good sign. So I'm putting the pain a little bit on what we're trying to do here, because we'll see what happens. But I'm hoping that my mentor, my teacher, my main man, Revan, helps me in my time of need to get these speed mods done. So we're going to go for the speed with Darth Revan. Oh Lord Revan, hallowed be thy name. Please help me with this speed mod. We're good defense. We're like you. We're an attacking force. We need the speed. So we offer you our prayer and condolences as we try to, our wishes, our needs for this mod. So I know it's hard. It's a hard ask. I'll have faith in you no matter what. But this will just strengthen our tie. Let's get this mod. So here we go. Mod, let's do this. See what happens when you pray to Lord Revan. 6 speed hit. See what happens? Our Lord and Savior heard my prayers, and look what happened. We got speed. With a mod that usually hits defense, it went speed. Now, that's called rewarding faith. Now I'm going to go do. I got to go. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going, guys. we're going to keep going. Why not, right? We're doing this. So I'm going to get some more energy. And let's get some more of those. Good. All right. Lord Revan, that was beautiful. We need another hit. We need another hit in the speed. I appreciate so much you gave me the 6 speed, Lord Revan. Now, please, if you could help us. I know it's another big ask. It's still your boy, no matter what happens. Please give me the speed on this one as well. We need a big hit on it. I'm missing a cross. It could really help me out in the long term with a lot of things. So if we could hit speed here, it would be most appreciated. I know going from blue to purple is where the train wreck happens. So hear my prayer. Do what you think is right. I still will be your boy. It doesn't matter, but I really need your help. So here we go for the mod. All right, so I guess you didn't hear me, Revan. So I was like, so I was all being all like spiritual there, and you let it hit speed. So every time, I don't know what it is. It's all right. I still love you, Revan. It's not your fault. But every time we try to go from blue to purple, that's when disaster hits. So, well, we tried, guys. That's a mod that
you're praying to the wrong version of Revan. That's why.
Yeah, but it is a version of Revan. So, and it's my version.
You're praying to the false god.
Well, no, that'd be Jedi Knight Revan. We don't pray to Jedi Knight Revan. So, no, that's not. That's wrong.
Wait, there's 2 Revans?
No. There's not Doja Son.
There is only one Revan, and he is neither light side nor dark side.
He is the Force. Damn it! Like,
all others are imposters.
yeah. So, oh well, we gave it a good run, but it was not meant to be. So, it sucks, but it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. But he gave us some hope there. Even Revan's powers are limited against the ridiculousness of RNG with the mods from CG. All right, so we are done with that. That was depression. It's not a full depression. I'm a little sad, a little depression because we didn't get that big hit. But Oh, I'd gotten a gold mod. What did I wanted to see if Revan. Wait, we'll do one more thing here. So I got a mod. Wait, we'll go roll it real quick. You don't have to slice or anything, but I had gotten them on. Where did I buy from? It was a cross. All right, so let's go through Revan one more time. Let's see if we can get redeemed here. Wait a minute, folks. Let me look for that mod. All right.
Careful, Ranger. That light at the end of the tunnel could be a train.
It could be, but So we're going through Revan again. I bought this. I want to see if Revan could overcome the store. So. Revan, here we are again. I'm going to upgrade this mod. I really need your help. It has 4 speed. I'll take a 18. I'm not greedy. Let's see if you can do this. So here we go. Revan, let's see what you can do against the power of a mod from the store. We're going to upgrade this bad boy to 15. Let's see what we get. All right, I hit once. Okay, a little bit of... Revan's power just cannot overcome the ridiculousness. It's all right, Revan. I understand. We're just going to have to start killing folks, so I'm going to have to go through your understudy, Malik, and see what happens.
Maybe you need to go back to your roots, Ranger.
I know.
You need to try rolling them on.
I just need to start sacrificing.
Or Eve Koth.
Yeah. Who? I know you just did not say no stupid Eve Koth.
Eth Koth is going to be important for the light side GOTB. Is that anti-droid synergy?
Well, someone I got to use as a paperweight and a sacrifice. So, hey, Eth Koth, go attack those droids. Oh, you died. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right. All right, let's go. Let's get enough of that nonsense. All right, it's time to do the roster review. Roster review time. All right, pull that up and pull this up, and there we go. Hey, look, everybody, we're doing Doja Son's profile here. He's in the Husky Patrol, one of my favorite guild groups. Known those guys for a long time. They're a great group of folks, and we are doing Doja Son's roster. And let's see. Now I'm going to read what you wrote, and you tell me if it's different, Doja Son. All right, let's see here. Well, if I can pull it up, that might help. So you said you want to see holes in your roster that need filling. Well,
No pun intended.
none whatsoever. We're all about filling holes here at RSG. Which tunes to prioritize the Gear 13? Mod advice on what I should be farming or slicing, and a prioritization of where to spend my energy. All right, so hey, cool Jay. All right, let's do this. Let's get into this roster review. BCM, you'd said something earlier. How are you today, my friend? Do we still have BCM?
I'm not doing too bad. Sorry, I had to find my mute button. I'm reading the road ahead just to catch up, or the Q&A.
No. Good luck.
So far it's just fluff. So
yeah, it usually is fluff. You have to really dig and find the golden nuggets. All right, so Doja Son is at 4.8 million GP. He's doing first in fleet, first in arena. So that's
second in arena.
A second arena, but mostly first. It's your current rank, but your average rank is 1. So, let's see here. So let's go through the first thing, and let's go find some holes, if there is any. All right.
Well, so like the main holes I have in my roster are like, I know for a fact like my Karth team sucks because I don't have mission. The Darth Revan team, I don't have a good Marauder, and then there's some like other holes. Like I feel like I'm short on a Jedi or two to be able to split the 3 teams. You know, where you have a Revan lead, a Bastila lead, and the Padme team, right? So.
I don't think you need to do that. I think, yeah. So, all right. So let's. Marauder's great, but the thing about the Marauder team is you've got to have the mods to do it. So, I mean, the only people I see using Marauder in my shard, and we're an old day 1 shard, is that for arena, Marauder is fantastic. However, if they're Revan and Malik get off, or they're Bastila, your Marauder is going to have a hell of a time. Especially if like Malik's taunting you, it's just the way it works. If Malik goes or if Marauder goes for Malik and he's been corrupted by Bastila, he's not going to do anything. And then their team goes off. So it's heavily dependent on speed, right? So if you look at your speed and the dynamic that you have on your characters, so you've got Revan at 328, which is perfect. Let's look at your Fallen Bat. Well, let's look at your Malik first, since it's the next character. That's Gear 13. He's 247, but you went more for the health and defense stuff, which is fine. So your Fallen Basti is 322. So yeah, so you're getting corrupted battle meditation off. You're fine with the normal team. Once you get your Sith Marauder up, then you'll be fine. But you can I keep the Sith Empire team squared away as is. So if you want to add Marauder to it, remember you're going to need the mod speed for it. Typically what I see is Revan and Malik, the 2 fastest with Marauder, because the way it works is Revan goes first, clears any taunts that are on there, right? Because he's going to use his big... Malik goes first and clears the taunt with his middle ability, and then Revan goes for the leader, hits everybody, then they're feared. Then it doesn't matter.
I've been thinking I need to remod Malik to be faster, because a lot of the people on my shard are like 300 plus on their Maliks.
Right, I'm 306, and I'm waiting for, like, I need a triangle or a cross around 20 to make my Malik and Revan be able to do the 330 plus thing. I can't do it at the moment, so I'm going the other route where I have a fast falling Bastila. So so for your Sith team, you're fine as is, right, with your Sith team. Okay. So all right, let's look at what else we got here. Let's just start going through your teams and looking at them real quick. Your bounty hunters are solid. Have the seconds hit on boss. Go see what your boss speed is. 292, perfect. No problem there. Your bounty hunters team's great. Let's filter to the next one.
Yeah, I pretty much reserve bounty hunters to kill Night Sisters these days.
Give me a second here. Stupid ass ads and stuff. All right, let's see here. First order First Order looks great.
Except for Officer.
That's okay. You're running First Order TIE Fighter. It doesn't. I mean, Officer's a great piece, but I mean, if Officer's not done, you can gear him up eventually. So First Order again, you've got the Zetas. You do need a Zeta against. Well, you need Stormtrooper on this team. You have him at 11, but you do need the Zeta eventually for him. It's a great Zeta for First Order Stormtrooper. Let's see here. Your Imperial Troopers. That's a heavy offensive team. Let's check your speed on your Stark.
Yeah, Troopers, I know I need to work on range. I mean,
I'm
on
the same
offense,
bow.
he works at the low gear level against certain teams, but
Yeah, that's why I go with
I've
the
had
traditional
things go
team.
south
Yeah.
when he dies.
Yeah, I'm not putting him in until he's like 11, right? I mean, you can use him at 9, but yeah, you run the risk of all of a sudden something going, no. Let's see here. First Order. Let's see. Galactic. Let's look at your Galactic Republic team. Very nice. You got Kenobi.
Oh, yeah, that one's solid.
Yeah, that one's very solid. No issues there with a... Look at this beautiful Gear 13 Kenobi. That's some beautiful beam footage right there, folks. All right. Let's see here. Next is going to be... Let's see. We don't need to look at your Jedi. We already know they're nasty. Night Sisters look great. Look really, really good. Maybe take Zombie to 12, but it's not a priority. She's 11. It's fine.
She's on my favorites.
Yeah.
Just so many super stun guns for the Separatists right now. It's like so
I
hard
know. I just did Sunfact to 11. I'm like, oh yeah, because now I have 3 characters left to take to 11. Geonosian Brood Alpha, who's going to take 2 stun guns. Then I've got Spy, and then I've got stupid IG Magna Guard. I'm like, good God in heaven, man, really? It's just you can't. Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. Swear to God. A Gear 13 you can do if you can work on Night Sisters is Oldaka. We know her Gear 13 is pretty amazing, so that's maybe a character you can consider.
So on the Night Sisters, you think that Daka would be the first best candidate for 13?
Mm-hmm. I think everybody from Warrior on down agrees that she's pretty incredible at 13. She gets so much health and stuff. It's ludicrous. All right, Old Republic. Yeah, we need that mission going on right there, buddy. That's a priority. Get her some of that gear right there. I'd actually gear her first before anything.
I use Biston in my.
That's not going to work. But I'm sorry. There's a big difference between mission.
He's got the frenzy, so he can go and he's got dots on basic, but
it's not quite the same.
It's my budget replacement.
Yeah, mission hits hard. She hits a lot. If you get the Zeta on her with the Zeta on Zalbar, those two teams you want tons of speed on her because you want her to stealth, and I think I went potency and speed set on her because you want her dots landing. Because dots basically give health protection to everybody. She's sharing her health protection. And her and Zalbar doing her thing with Karth. It's just what that makes the team so pain in the ass, and it can be countered, but the higher the gear and the more you've got invested in the team, the better it'll do for you on defense. I mean, I've had on GACs where that team stopped somebody, they had like 4 attacks, they're like, I can't get past your Karth team. Like,
I've failed against Karth teams because of that same reason. And when Mallet came around, I had to choose Zalbar or mission because I had already invested in T3 because I love me some droids.
Sure.
So Zalbar I just figured was a better plug and play based upon his taunting abilities.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Let's see here. So we definitely want to get the gear on mission. That's a priority, my friend. So let's do that.
Okay.
Everything else I'm looking for is just fine. There's suggestions like your next Gear 13S. I have to think Daka. Let's definitely get mission to 11 and 12. At least 11, so you can use her on the team. We already know your rebels are going to be great. Let's just look at them real quick. And there we go. There you go. Gear 13 Han. If you want to, just because for the ship, you can go Chewbacca. That's another great Gear 13. So there's another suggestion for Gear 13. You've already got Han.
I've got all the parts except for the Chirotech for Chewbacca. He's the one I've been farming on.
Yeah. So if you want Chewbacca, I'm fine with that. Next one is Resistance. They look great.
There's a couple of resistance characters that I Holdo is like, and Rose both. I'm a big fan of Rose. I know everybody can hate me for that, but I love Rose. But I really want to work on them. I just feel like there's no time.
No, it's fine. Look, she's not a high priority thing. You know,
right.
you can work on her eventually because you like the character or whatnot. It doesn't really matter. But you know, and she's decent in a resistance squad. But when you have so much to work on, you have to prioritize. And I understand that she's not a high priority. I love Holdo. I use her in my resistance team. That's what I use against bugs, and they destroy the bugs because her AoE days keeps them from assisting. And with everything else going on with that team, it's pretty incredible. Scav Ray just one shots them because she triple mollywops the hell out of that team. So something to consider there.
Yeah, if you notice, I put the Zeta back on Finn there, and so I feel like I'm missing a fifth for the Finn team.
I mean, eventually you could. Well, yeah, you can go Finn Poe, Resistance Pilot. You can go Rose Tico, and then you just need a fifth. You could go Trooper.
I use Resistance Trooper.
Yeah,
because of this expose on basic.
Sure.
I feel like, and right now I use Pilot and Scav Ray, but I feel like Scav Ray should be replaced by Holdo or something, or Rose.
Yeah. Let's look at your scoundrels.
Oh God,
they look good.
I talk to Clash a lot. No, there's a lot of holes in the scoundrels.
Well, there's not holes. It's just they're not completely ready yet. So we already talked about your bounty hunters are great. Pathetic. Well, she's gear 10, but she's 7-starred, so you've got her farmed. You've got young Lando at 11, which is perfect. I mean, a team you could run in the back line, you're missing young Han, right, which is what you need for the prepared team. But a team that I've run and got a lot of defenses for is this team. Kira with young Lando, Stormtrooper Han, Vander, Chewie, and L3. That's a great team to put in the back line, and it's gotten me plenty of defenses before. So if you want to run that team, I'm totally cool with it, man. And until you get your young Han. Now, if you get your young Han to 11, then you can replace him with Stormtrooper Han, and then you've got young Han as a part of that team with the Kira lead. So you just need to get Han to 11 and Kira at 11, and you could run that team in the back line. Hell, you can run it right now, but you don't have young Han, so just use Stormtrooper Han. I've used that team a lot.
Right now I have been using her in the back,
sure.
But I've been using, since I have 6 bounty hunters, I've been putting IG-88 with L3 there since I did put the Zeta on L3.
You can. I mean, that works. You just have to be careful. It makes it a little bit easier to kill because IG-88, even at gear 12, he hits hard, but he is the ideal definition of a glass cannon. He can just die from AoEs. It's pathetic, you know. So unfortunately, it can kind of gimp you a little bit. That's why I went with a little bit more beefier team. Now, young Han and Lando. Because they're not as beefy as the tanks, but because of the health regeneration, protection regeneration, and stuff you get from that team, it works. So Stormtrooper Han gets the same kind of benefits. That's why I was like, I'd rather you do Stormtrooper Han and make it just a nightmare for them to try to get through 2 tanks with Vandor, and with young Lando throwing prepared everywhere. It's ridiculous, right? So you got Preparation H flying all over that team, and they're constantly just going and getting their health regeneration back.
There is another variation on that one that can work, and I've seen people use it as, the AI does not know how to use young Han correctly, so a lot of people substitute different characters out. You mentioned the Stormtrooper Han, that works. The regular old Lando works really well.
Yeah, I can see that.
And so does...
Go look at my Lando, though.
Yeah, well, it's not enough.
Captain Han makes it even worse because that's a second revive.
Yeah, it can, yeah. So that's a team, yeah, definitely in the back line. Something you can work on a little bit as well. I mean, everything we're seeing so far is who you're going to get 13. You've got the Zetas in the right places, and it's also like who are you going to use frontline, backline. But I think the Kira team, either the one I met, the one with Stormtrooper Han or with young Han, works really well in the back line. So that would be something to work on.
So from a prioritization standpoint, right? Like I need to work on mission, I need to work on Kira, I need to work on range trooper,
just put those 3 characters as your favorite. Marauder, I haven't looked at your Marauder yet. Is he 7-starred?
Yeah, pretty much everything's 7-star.
Okay, so then
I'm a day 1 player, so
I would finish up Kira, take her to 11. That's all you need her at, right?
Okay. So she would be the first priority. So
Mission
she's
would be
closer.
second. And then
Okay.
Marauder.
I think Mission before Kira, because Kira will work regardless of her gear level, really.
Yeah, but you get her to 11, just gives her a little bit more survivability. She's 10. It's not that hard. Get Mission done next. Get her to 11. That would be my next character that I would work on, and then start working on your Marauder, getting him squared away. So
Okay.
we go to your
Because Marauder's more of a luxury, right?
It's more of a luxury, but those other two characters are key parts of the other teams, right? Mission's
Yeah.
very critical to the Old Republic, and Kira, you want her surviving. She can do some things, and it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And if we go to your Marauder, he's gear 8, 7 stars. So again, you can go to him next, your third character that you want to do. You've got Chewbacca and Old Doc as your next gear 13. So those are some of the gear. We're not looking at your roster for like, what do you need to farm next? This is more of what are we going for to round up your teams is more of the priority here. So, but looking through everything, yeah. Last one will be Separatists. They're fine. You'll have Geonosian Brood 7-star tomorrow. We already talked about that. You're 3 away from him being 7 stars. I think the next Zeta should go on Brood Alpha, finish him up, and then.
You think Brood Alpha lead over Newt Unique?
Yes.
Really?
Oh yes.
It depends on where you use them. Newt's Unique in like GOTV does like 10k.
All right. I think Brood Alpha is where it's at, man. It's a great Zeta. Both Zetas on Geonosian Brood Alpha. That's why you see everybody doing it. It's fantastic. I mean, we all know the brutes first, right? Because you want the brutes. His Unique is your priority.
And I've got the Unique on there.
But the thing is, Sunfact's going to debuff people, but certain teams, like when you're faced, especially in GOTB, those goddamn clones always got buffs on them, right? And it affects the damage of the Geos. I'm not thinking so much more GAC and stuff, but I'm thinking like GOTB, because when you get in there, they're constantly buffing, right? And
Gotcha.
So,
So for like the Wat Tambor mission today, if I can get the 7-star, then the leadership on Brood Alpha would really help me get into be able to complete that mission.
Right, because you think about basic abilities of Geonosian allies deal 10% more damage for each buffed enemy. You're single targeting attacking every character right at once, right? But if there's buffed enemies on the battlefield, think about all the 10% more damage you're getting for each buffed enemy. So facing 6, you're attacking 1, the other 5 have buffs. That's 50% more damage coming from your Geos on their basics, plus all the other stuff that they're doing. This is more of a...
And then they're all attacking, so it's like 250%.
Right. I mean, it works. It'll work well in PvP. Sunfac is going to be doing his thing, but if you say you really, the Geos are not going to be AoE swarming. You're usually picking a target and like die. They're just constantly going right. If a tank taunts and you'll automatically hit, but then it'll be debuffed because of Sunfac. Then you go back to your target. It's kind of where the Geos work. They just swarm the target, and the more damage output you can do, especially in GOTB, the better off you're going to be because you need that additional damage. Like yesterday, I got to the last battle. It was Padme on the damn team. I was in that battle because it was a loop. I couldn't get past the loop because my Geos just couldn't do enough damage. They kept regenerating health and protection because my Geos, a couple were 9. They're all 7 stars, but I couldn't get past that, and that's one of the reasons why is I didn't have that. I didn't have the damage and stuff. So, yeah. So something to think about. But yeah, I think Newt's one you can do next too. The Separatists just had some really good ones. Newt's good. You can do the second one on Geonosian Brood Alpha. Everything else is more of a luxury. Dooku's is pretty good, but it's a luxury one. But yeah, so your Separatists look great, man. You've got everybody 7-starred. The only thing we're missing is Wat Tambor, and that just will take time. All right, I think that covers that. Let's go to your mods. Let's see how your mods look. You've done
So
a great
I'm
from the
pretty
characters I've
lucky.
seen. Yeah, from the characters I've seen, your mods are on point because I can tell by the speed of your characters that you pretty much know the mod game. I'm just going to look if there's anything that pops out to my brain. We look at your mods are fantastic. Tons of speed, tons of diversity. Anything that needs to be sliced.
The one thing I do know about the mods is I have a really, really, really low 6E mod count since, when mods 2.0 came around. Hold on. Sorry.
That's okay.
Finn had said, don't worry about 6E because they'll just come naturally. And so,
Yeah.
I don't even have 40 6E mods where, a lot of people are, at 70 and 80 where...
5A's more... Yeah, but, I mean, getting the materials to slice mods is... I mean, it's not easy. So, you just slice as you go along. I mean, you've got mods here that you could slice that can go to 6E. You're well past the point of emulsion where you're going to use... Just start working your way down. Just start with BB... I usually just go to the GG page and just work my way down with mods. You can do the same thing. Just start picking these mods. And you got more than enough here. I mean, you've got a ton of 20-speed mods. It's ridiculous. So... I wouldn't worry about it. I'm seeing a little bit less crit chance on here. Not that big a deal. If you were going to farm one set, crit chance would be that. Offense and crit damage.
Oh my goodness!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's problematic.
It's problematic. The Doja Son household over was okay. Somebody must have spilled something or did something. Oh, no.
She's trying to wash her hands and she fell off the stool.
Oh, gosh. You okay?
Yeah.
Kids are resilient.
Okay. Oh, my God.
God. Kids.
Hey, luckily, kids bounce. Adults don't.
That's right. Adults do not. Kids do. Good Lord. Oh, glad she's okay.
Man, that's more adrenaline than my Grand Arena last night.
All right. Let's see here. So, yeah, mods look great. Just get some crit chance in there. But I think other than that, just go through and slice all these things. I think you just missed a little bit of crit chance. That's it. That's really a very nitpicky thing I'm looking at, bro. I mean, there's a couple in there, but most of your mods, I didn't see much of that. That's the only thing. You get a ton of speed mods. You get a ton of mods that are over 20 speed. So, not much to see there. They're all on the right characters. You can tell they're on the right characters. Revan, Bassy, HK. It's like, okay, I get it. So,
thank you.
Yeah, well done, sir. Well done. Let's see here. I think that's it, man. We've covered what you asked us here, but we're going to let you pick our brains real quick. So, what questions do you have for me, my friend?
So I guess the main thing was the prioritization of what I should do first. So I think that what you told me is get Kira to gear 11,
Mm-hmm.
get mission to gear 11, then get Zombie to gear 12 and Daca to gear 13.
Yeah, and then you can get Marauder in that mix as well.
Yeah, Marauder's more of a luxury project, and I want to get them there eventually. But and mostly it's because I feel like Marauder is the counter to the counters for Grand Arena. If you put your Darth Revan team on defense and there's a Sith Trooper instead of a Marauder,
Mm-hmm.
then you can use the Jedi Knight Revan counter or the Padme counter or the CLS counter. Whereas if you put Marauder in there, you got another heavy hitting damage dealer that's going to kind of ruin your plans.
Yes.
So that's the main reason I want Marauders for Grand Arena, not for Arena.
Yeah. So, all right. But any other questions you have about your roster review? It's a great job, man. I remember when we first, from where you were to where you are now, man, it's pretty impressive. Pretty
I just had to
goddamn.
get my annual checkup. Last year was in June.
All right, turning cough. Okay, yep, very healthy. There you go. So, yeah, Dr. Finn's not here, but we can give you the thorough checkup. But you're well on your way, my friend. It's really a great job. You can see you guys very focused. And really all it's just about rounding out your stuff now. Like but you putting the Zeta on First Order Stormtrooper. I mean, it's just those little things on your teams that make a big difference. If you go through and just look at okay, go through each team and just okay, who needs gear 12? Who needs a Zeta, right? After you get the main Zetas done on all your characters, now you're looking for those complementary Zetas and characters that can go to 12 that'll make a big difference.
So for my Zeta priority, should I do the Geo Brood Alpha, then First Order Stormtrooper, then Newt? Or because a lot of people have been telling me to do Newt, even though I've been wanting to let go, baby, let go.
I would do Newt.
I've been wanting to do Droidica, because I like my droids.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you. I'll leave it up to you, man. It's not the Zetas that you've got. I mean, they're just complementary Zetas. You've got the big ones done, and most of the teams have most of their Zetas. So it's just use your Zetas to round out characters. I think Newt's a great one. I think Geonosis Brood Alpha's a great one. You could do one on Doc if you're going to take her to Gear 13. That really helps out a lot. Again, complementary. It's like First Order Stormtrooper. You can run the team without it, but it just adds that little thing that makes it a little bit more annoying and gives you a little more survivability. So,
gotcha.
But yeah, you're very good at being hyper-focused. Just hyper-focus again. The gear that you need. Which characters you want to gear. And then go through and just think about which characters you want to have and who you want to be using first. And then that's where I put the Zeta, honestly, bro. Which, if you want to do Droidica, go for it, brother. You want to do Dooku, go for it. There's...
Well, I do. I was planning on doing Newt, Droidica, and Dooku as my next three. But
sure.
You're opening my eyes to seeing why maybe holding off on, say, Dooku and Droidica.
Mission needs her Zeta, too.
Yeah, exactly.
You see what I'm saying? And that will really round out your Old Republic team. And that's a frontline defensive team you can put down that they have to use something really solid on it, so...
Right. Because now it's a backline team because I've got that budget Bistan.
Right. So, if you can put them in the front line and make them have to use one of their upper echelon teams, and, that's the way it works. So, all right. Any other questions?
Not from me, no.
Okay.
But I think there are questions in the chat.
Oh, there's always plenty of questions in the chat, and our good friend Doja Son is going to hang out, and he can answer questions as well. But before then, and before we get back in the game, let me tell you a little bit how all this works. We get asked it all the time, and I say it every lunch stream. So, if you would like a roster review, all you need to do is send your GG page and a little bit about what you want us to look at to Finity in our Discord. FINITY. He's in Discord, so just message him. Give him a day or two to respond. If he doesn't respond right away, then all you need to do is send him another message. He will respond. He'll let you know that you're in the queue. It's a 3 to 4 week wait for a roster review on the lunch stream. However, you can bump that up. We'll talk about that in a second. But when your turn comes, Finny will send you another message saying what date and time works for you, and we'll lock it in, and then we'll so you can either watch us live or be in the Zoom. If you'd like to be on the Zoom call when we're doing it live, you're more than welcome. Just let Finity know that ahead of time as well. If you are a Patreon, you can get your roster review for the lunch stream bumped up to the front, and all you need to do is, if you're a Patreon of $10 or more, you get your roster review, you bump it up to the front, let Finn know that you are Patreon, and if you submit it and you'd like it to the forward of the line instead of the back of the line, and he'll get that set up. If you're currently a Patreon right now and you have a roster review that's pending and you want it bumped up, you have that option, so let Finn know that's the deal, and he'll get you squared away as well. We also do mini roster reviews. So one of the other benefits of being a Patreon, besides getting your full in-depth lunch stream roster review, is that when I'm doing mini roster reviews like I did yesterday or Mondays, usually I do Monday, Thursdays, sometimes Saturdays, depending on what's going on in the game. All you need to do is be a Patreon. You come into the chat while I'm doing my roster reviews, and you can get me. I'll look at your stuff no matter what, any time of day, any time of night. Doesn't matter if I'm live. Put your ally code in, ask your questions. I'll look at stuff live as we're going, because we're always progressing. So there you go. So you can get mini roster reviews that way. If you don't, then just become a Patreon. Jump into the chat and say, I just became a Patreon. Here's my ally code. What do you think? And I can give you some quick glance of what you're working on, give you some ideas, tell you what's right, what's wrong, and then help you out that way. If you are like a lot of people and are overwhelmed and don't know what the world is coming to, and you hate mods and you need some help, then I offer Ranger Jane $19.99 modding services. I charge $15 for every 500,000 total GP. Basically what I do is I go in, I get your mods set up, I get your team set up, I get you set up the correct way. clean out your mods, do all that kind of stuff, and get you basically your account and your roster good to go for everything. And I charge this basically $30 for every million GP. If you would like to hang out with me and have me break things down while I'm doing it, all you need to do is just an additional $20. You just have to have Zoom, Skype, or Discord, and we can get you squared away like that. I've done a few accounts. People love it. They've been kicking ass and taking names since I've done it for them. So if you would like that, please do. And let me know. Just message me, RangerJ1999 in the Discord, and I will get you squared away. All right. So that's RangerJ1999 modding service. So there you go. If you would like something like that, please let me know. All right. So we got that. Let us get back in the game. Let me get some game footage going. See the events. Okay, good. We can go to Galactic War. I'm going to pull up questions. Now we're going to get to question time. Let me pull up. I've been running the prepared team for GW so you guys can see it. We started doing it yesterday. You guys really wanted to see the prepared team, so we'll do that.
You make me want to sing that Lion King song.
Which one?
Be prepared.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
Oh, God.
Ranger,
Yes.
I had an idea for a stream. Since most people are kind of hesitant to do or have their roster remodded, maybe we could do it on stream and you could remod mine. I'll still pay for it and everything, but
Yeah. We
do it
can
on
do
a
that.
live stream, and then people can see what you're actually doing and how it's done, and so they might be a little more willing to have it done.
Sure. Absolutely. Yeah, let's set that up, man. We'll do that. We'll set that up, and then we'll do a stream, and we'll show everyone what we do. So I would be more glad to do that. BCM will get it hooked up.
Yeah.
All right. So after this, I'm going right into GAC. So after GAC, we'll talk, and then we'll get it squared away. We'll set up a date and time because BCM's going to hang out with me. He's hanging out. We're going to do some. We're doing our thing. All right. So let me get the questions going here. Nightbot will cooperation with me.
I did want to note one thing on Marauder. He really shines when the other team is buff heavy,
Yes.
i.e. like a Basti team or somebody that's with Grandmaster Yoda that just spreads buffs like crazy. The more buffs, the harder he hits.
Yeah, I noticed when I was trying to use Padme to counter Darth Revan teams, like Marauder just would one shot like GK before he converted the protection up to courage.
Yeah. The more buffs he gets, it's like 2% offense or something per buff or something like that.
Yeah.
On everybody.
It's pretty brutal. All right. Okay, first question, Matt Bailey. Question for Doja Son. Is it Doja Son or Doja Son or Do Jason?
It's like I told you, son.
God,
My name is Doja Son.
Oh, get out
Sorry.
of here. Get out of here.
I had a rap all prepared. And then
Oh,
I
my
slipped up.
God.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Lord. Oh, God. All right. Next question from Jason Krulik. Question. CG speculated that another Malik type event will return in the future, and they are working on one currently. Who do you think would fit that type of event? Anakin, maybe? No. It'd be something we haven't seen yet.
True Revan,
Possibly.
where you need both Jedi Knight Revan, Darth Revan, and Malak.
I think that might be a little much.
No,
Would you put
not
that
for-
past CG to do something like that, BCM?
And that's true.
I know, and you know, it's a little too much. But
Just like how I laughed at the people that were talking about the this new special gear iconic items for people. Yes, they're probably going to require 500 Mark III Carbantes, stun guns, and stun cuffs.
oh my
I'm trying to
god!
think which legendary tunes do we have in game that are all matching factions?
Well,
I mean, you do have Ray and BB-8.
yeah.
Well,
Well,
what
Ray's
I'm
a
wondering
journey
is,
character. Something it had to be a huge character, like for instance, like Old Man Luke, or something, a Darth Bane.
You could have Ray BB-8 for Old Man Luke.
Yeah, something along those lines where maybe you need Kylo and Ray, right, to get Old Man Luke with that connection.
Right, but Kylo's not legendary or Journey.
That's true, but I'm just trying to think of like what they could do. I'm just trying to give a scenario where a character they could do it with. But at this point, they want to do another one in the future. I have no bloody idea what the hell they're going to do.
Or it could be Snoke. You need all the Resistance tunes and all the First Order to get both halves of them.
Right. It'll be Rey's third journey, and then a new legendary for the new Kylo from the new movie, and then the two of those for Snoke.
Or maybe it's General Windu.
I don't know.
That could be,
I don't know if that would warrant an event like Malak per se. Malak was.
Well,
I don't know.
Let's be serious here, though, Ranger. Mace Windu should be able to kick ass of everything in this game, man.
Did you say Mace Windu because he was electrified out of one?
I see what you did there. No, I think Mace Windu needs to rework, and they need to check out my lore video because I talk about how Mace Windu really was a bad mother trucker. And I think that they designed him around that, then it would be better, especially against people that use the dark side or lightsaber combat from the dark side. It feeds Mace and makes him stronger. So that should be his main thing. And he has Shatterpoint, which means he can see weaknesses in the enemy and exploit it, right? The most powerful user of the Force, not everybody had Shatterpoint, very few did. Mace was one of them. And, Mace's abilities, I list out everything. Just tell you how bad of a man Mace Windu was. It's not canon anymore, but there was a story where Mace basically is surrounded by a ton of bounty hunters and stuff, mercenaries, and he just calmly looked at everybody and said, "Think about it," and they surrendered. That's all you need to know.
That's an interesting idea too.
So let's see here. Deadpool Kyle question: would anyone be interested in watching the stream tonight to help me get OBS and my stuff set up for streaming? Might do a little Magic Gathering of Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. Yeah, let us know. DPK, just put it in general Discord, tag people. We'll all come join. I'm doing Battlefront at 7 like I do every night, DPK, but we'll support you, man. Everyone will support you if you put something in there. Spider question: any thoughts about Twitch losing one of its most popular streamers to Mixer? I don't really follow that stuff. It's getting competitive. Content creators, YouTube's going to have to up their game here soon because they're starting to lose content creators too to Mixers and to Twitch because YouTube's trying to be on the cheap about what they pay out, and being really stupid about monetization and stuff. People are just not going to have it. They'll go somewhere else. If you're going to play games with people, they're just going to be like, what? If content creators don't feel comfortable using your app because you're hosing them, they're going to go somewhere else. They'll go to Twitch. They'll go to Mixer. Twitch has got the same kind of problem too. So you have to balance out supporting content creators and make sure that they get a good chunk of the portions, because no one would be using your damn app if it wasn't for the content creators. No one would give a crap about YouTube or Twitch if they didn't believe in the people that like watching the people that they like watching. They're not there because they like your app. They're there because they want to see the person. And if you can be the conduit to them enjoying the experience and having fun stuff, then they'll stay. If you're going to be douchey and make it difficult, content creators, like we just saw it happen, will go to Mixer. If Mixer goes to somebody, if Mixer came to us and said, "We'll hook you up with this and we'll do this. What do you think?" We jump in a heartbeat.
Another one of the problems, though, that I think also made him leave, other than, of course, he got paid to do it, but like Twitch, it's not. They play favorites.
Mm-hmm. YouTube does the same thing. YouTube does the same thing, and I understand it, but problem is, if you don't support the bottoms, this is why we always support everybody that does streaming, because we know how hard it is. If you're not, YouTube just care less. They do their algorithm. We're just a number to them. They don't know us. They don't care about us. They just care about what they can make from us. And it's going to come back and bite you in the ass. If people that are streaming, they become really popular and people are watching them, that's generating business for you. So you have to have a relationship where you're like doing everything you can for anybody that tries to stream. If they can show that they can meet the certain thresholds that you want to be successful, then you should do everything you can to support them. And sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't. So it's really crazy how the algorithms work. I was looking at that stuff the other day. I was like, good Lord. And YouTube does not like live streaming. Twitch loves live streaming and hates videos. YouTube hates live streaming but loves videos, short videos, right? So it's one of those dynamics. So we'll see if Mixer and some of these other top echelon things can come along and push the envelope and help create.
Actually, it's a little bit different for YouTube though. Regular YouTube, yes, they prefer regular videos to live streams, whereas like their YouTube gaming platform is more towards live streams than videos.
It is, but let's not get into it. All right.
I thought YouTube wanted to do away with YouTube gaming, but
they're not a supporter of it. They just really aren't, which I think is dumb. Because I've watched other streamers do YouTube and have ridiculous amount of people following them. I don't know why you wouldn't want somebody doing that. That's funneling traffic through your site.
Like Markiplier's last freaking charity stream, he had over 100,000 viewers watching him active, watching him right then.
Yeah.
I mean, holy crap.
All right. Particle question for Padme's 7-star event with the Gear 12 GG. What is the best team around him and no Jordic or B1? Good Zetas? Well, Zetas will be important, but I don't know what the rest you've got, Particle. But if you got a Gear 12 Grievous, a Saj, Dooku, Newt, B2, if they're geared 11, 12, you've got Zetas on some of them, you should be fine. Especially with the Gear 12 Grievous. A lot of people last time did not have anything close resembling to that. A lot of people now have a lot of higher gear level because of just being forced to do it. Separatist. So I think you'll be fine. I think a lot more people are going to see that the Padme event, especially with the reworks to Newt and to Dooku, and working on Separatists, the 7-star Padme event will not be as difficult as it was previously. Not having Jordica is not a hindrance like it was last time. So I think you'll be fine. You got a Gear 12 Grievous. If you got anything resembling Gear 12 or 11 on the rest of your heroes, it'll be a little difficult, but you still should be able to get it. Let's see, what's the next one? Slaughter About Fast question. You mentioned once you can kill Darth Revan teams in 3 fights. 1 to get the initial onslaught, 1 to kill main characters, 1 to clean up. What teams do you use and how? So before, what I would do is I would send the Jawas in to waste all the buffs, right? They're all like Gear 8. So they would get all the AoEs and stuff off the board. Then I would go in with like a Jedi Knight Revan team and burn it down. If I had any problems, then I had GR as the third option in case that didn't work. But typically, once you did that, Jedi Knight Revan would go there. There's still RNG associated with it, but that's kind of how I do it. Now I just go in with Jedi Knight Revan. I don't even bother with that. I burn the team down. If anything's left over, like a Malik or something, I go in with an IPD Rogue One team that I have that goes in and just kills, just kicks the crap out of Malik. I'm constantly stunning, putting debuffs on Malik with Jen and Cassian. I've got Baze there, and I just wait till IPD's thing's ready. Wait till Malik's like 50%, and go boom. And then that's the end of Malik as we know it. So that's my secondary backup team. Now, if I get wiped and it goes horribly wrong, I've got the GR team ready to go. I'll pull out and start from scratch. Let's see here. Yuta question. If you want to at least unlock Padme, can Asajj, Newt, GG, Dooku, B2 unlock her? And what would be the minimum gear level I should shoot for? 9, 10? I mean, the event's hard, though. But with the reworks, what do you guys think?
Well, I mean, I think that it depends if you're going for a 5-star unlock or if you're going for a 7-star.
Yeah, it's 5-star unlock.
If it's a 5-star unlock, I think that, gear 10 should be okay on most of the characters, but the most important thing is, I think, General Grievous with his unique Zeta.
Mm-hmm.
Because if anybody dies, he gets all of his cooldowns reset and gets to take a turn and just do massive damage.
Right.
Another thing is B2 Battle Droid is really important for that AoE buff removal. Plus, he can get 100% turn meter and just keep going.
Yep.
So those two are like the most important in my opinion, and then it's really dependent on your other characters and which lead you want to use. Since Dooku and Newt have had their reworks, I'm not 100% on which would be better for the event, but just try and get your gear up as best as possible, and then take it from there.
Well, I'd say really base 10, get your Dooku with his Master of Mukashi, Omega, have a decent tank, and then hit auto. Because he'll stuff everybody. Padme and her team will be forced to attack your tank while you completely annihilate him.
All right. Ziglet question. Almost full of mods. Any quick tips on what to sell? If too complicated, then don't worry. No, it's real simple. Just go through. First of all, anything that doesn't have speed and hasn't hit 4 on a stat, or doesn't have like multiple sets of offense or a high offensive number, get rid of them. Just go through and start selling those mods that don't. When I say hit 4 or 5, where they've hit 4 stats, like a crit chance or something along those lines. Any mods are like 2, 3, 1, and they don't have speed. They didn't really hit anything. Go through and get rid of all those. That's the first thing. That'll clear out a lot of your mods, right? So you can start filtering out just by that as well. Any 4-dot mods, get rid of them. Especially if you're starting to make the transition where you've got a ton of 5 dots that you're trying to do stuff with. Keep any 4 dots that have high speed until you can get a mod that can get close to it with the 5. Because I know there's some 4 dots out there that have 16 speed. But as you transition, as you start replacing them, that would be one way to do it. Even speed sets, if you get a goal that's like 3 or 4, and you've got, like me, you've got like mods that are just sitting there that I've got green that are 4 that I'm waiting to slice. It depends on the stats. So just look at the stats. That's the big thing, right? The ones you want to save, the ones you probably want to get rid of the easiest are your squares, your diamonds, and your circles. You probably have more of those than anything. The tough ones are the arrows, and the tougher ones are the diamond, or the triangle, and the cross. Those are the hardest ones. So take a look at those. Try to save those as you can, because those are the toughest ones to get. And if they have decent speed on, or decent stats, keep those. Because some characters don't need speed; they need the stats. It's not about speed, right? Again, look at the mods. See if they hit 4. If anything, those mods are usually pretty damn good. If you hit one that hit all defense, see what the percentage is. Those ones you want to keep. But anything with like 2, 2, 3 doesn't really have any speed, no real set like on a square that didn't really do anything. Just sell them. Just get them out of your inventory. They're not doing you any good. And then keep the ones that did do something. Like for me, for Yoda, I had an offensive square that had offense in the secondary, no speed, but I didn't care about speed. I was like, oh yeah, this one hit offense. Okay, good. I'll keep that one. So those kind of mods you want to keep. But anything else, in the simplest form, it's a little bit more than that, but that's the simplest way to do it. Kipper Snack says, question, are Gear 12 pieces worth it on HK47? I don't know. What do you think, Doja Son, folks? Graham, BCM? Gear 12 on an HK?
Gear 12 on HK?
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely, like, when I was building my Darth Revan team, I was like, I got to get all Gear 12 plus 5 on these as fast as possible. So, and actually HK is a really decent candidate for Gear 13 because his finisher adds a lot of damage.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Well, the game's spinning. Why is it spinning? Spin faster, stupid game. All right, sorry. Just getting the prepared team going. Look at that beautiful beam damage. Ugh. They're so good. Prepared everywhere. Get that prepared going. Bob Smith question. Could I get my Ross review? My ally code is 53143. Okay. I would like to know what I think I should work on next. Currently, 9th session, Jedi Anakin, a sucker for when Padme comes back. Well, we typically don't do Ross reviews, mini Ross reviews on the stream, but I think Bob said he was at work. Maybe this is the only time he can listen. You know what? Let me do this battle real quick, and we will do that. Let me get to these other two questions, or this other question here, and then we'll do that for you, Bob. Particle question: what are the best counters outside of Revan if GG lead is Zated? My CLS got destroyed recently due to target locks. What do you like? I always use Jedi Knight Revan against any Gear 13 Grievous I see is getting the old Jedi Knight Revan to the face. It's just I'm not dicking around with that.
I've heard people talk about CLS team counters, General Grievous.
He said he used CLS and got destroyed.
Okay.
So it's not CLS, Graham. Damn it, Graham, I'm tired of reading the questions and you watching racing.
Go look in Discord. People have talked about it.
What, racing?
No. Beating it with CLS.
Oh, it can be done, but I mean, if you let's say you use CLS somewhere else, what are you going to use, right? So if you're not going to you can't use CLS. What are some other options, right? Jedi Knight Revan's a great option because you can survive, you can res, you can control Grievous. You know, the thing is, get Yoda off, wait for them to do the thing, then attack B2, right? You force B2 attack, then you mark him, get him off the board, and then that way you've got your stuff flying on the Jedi Knight Revan team. That's an easy counter. Darth Revan is Darth Revan, but you have to be careful how you use it because Grievous can go off and you're like, oh no! Oh no! We're going to have a Gear 13 Malik because he's going to be your only hope.
An EP team could probably take it down pretty quick.
Yeah, but if you don't get the stuns and stuff like that to hit, you're in trouble. I mean, a Thrawn team can fracture Grievous and then you can go through with the AoEs, but it's not a guarantee. There's no guaranteed things with anything. There's hard counters. Padme, I think, doesn't work because Grievous just hits so goddamn hard. Depends, yeah. It's hard to... They can resist all the debuffs. I mean, Padme's a pretty good counter to Grievous. I'm just trying to think what else. There's not a lot of options there. Traya works. You can isolate Grievous. You can isolate, and you can, get the cooldowns going so Grievous can't do his big hit. And then annihilate. But that's, you just have to play with it. CLS is still a pretty good option. I just think you had bad luck. Maybe play around with it. Maybe see your mods, things of that nature. So, yeah. Alright, I was going to go look at Bob Smith's roster real quick. Let me do this. But I can. Okay, there we go. Let's go look at Bob's stuff. Hey, Bob. Alright, let's do this. Okay, ally. I need his ally code.
Bobby!
God damn it, Bobby. What'll tell you about smoking that propane? Alright, let's look at what Bob's doing here. Alright. Pretty damn good. Arena team looks great. Fleet Arena looks great. 2.5 million GP. Okay, so what should he work on next? Well, we got, look at that, man. Look at all those Gear 13s at 2.5. Ooh, look at this roster, 2.5. Set by speed. Let's see how you're doing on your speed. Okay. Your Revan is 321, solid, especially at 2.5 million. Bestie 306, yeah. Speed's not an issue. Keep farming speed mods, and you're working on your mods. All right, so who are we going to work on next? Well, we know the teams that you do have. What else are you working on? So let's look at some of your teams. See, Bounty Hunters, we know is solid. Looks good. What's your boss speed? Good, perfect, perfectly modded. Solid, 269 plus the 30 speed from Django, he'll get some additional speed when you eventually put the gear 12 plus pieces on him, so that'll put him at around 281. So bounty hunters look great. You may eventually want to put the second Zan on boss. Don't need it, but it is important because it keeps his taunt up, especially if you're running a Django lead, because the Django lead is all AoE. So solid there. First order. It's okay. We'll work something we can work on later on. Let's look at Galactic Republic, because I know that's probably the next piece you're looking at. All the characters are set. There's no Padme, so the next thing I want to look at is your Separatists. If we're going to go for a Padme, if we're just thinking pillars, right? Because if I go through the rest of your stuff, I'm pretty sure I saw everything that I needed to see. We have CLS. He was Gear 13. Jesus. Resistance. I know you have your Empire. Yeah. So we don't have... We got that. So let's look at... Let's go to your Separatists. Yes, good lord. I was just checking real quick if there's anything I missed here. Alright, let's look at your Separatists for Padme event. Alright, so we got Dooku 12, B1 12 with the Zeta, Newt, General Grievous, B1. Yeah, you're going to get your Padme 7 stars. I don't know if you have her unlocked at the moment, Bob, but you got what you need for Padme, but I don't know where your guild is, Bob, when it's coming to... If you guys are hard and heavy into GOTB, then focus on Separatists. Start farming Geonosian Brood Alpha, start working on your Geonosians. If you're not, if you're still doing Hoth and things of that nature, Separatists, you can work on Geo Brood Alpha and start working on the Geos. They're a great team. You got what you need for Padme. I would say once you get your Padme unlocked, the gear and resources should go to your GR team. Because that's going to make you a beast, dude. Yeah, I'm all in on GR. Separatists, unlock Padme, get Padme to 12, get your Ahsoka to 12. Then you're going to need the Zetas, 2 on Padme, 1 on Anakin and Ahsoka and General Kenobi. That's the team I would round up next. Because that's going to give you, good lord, 2.5 million? Jesus. Darth Revan, Jedi Knight Revan, the Old Republic team, Bounty Hunters, GR, Grievous team. You're going to be, you're just sick. That's absolutely sick. Anything else? Let's look at your Night Sisters, because that's the team that I was looking at with lower GPs. Okay. You don't need to work on your Separatists if you're not doing GOTB consistently. You're still doing Hoth in your guild because you're 2.5, and I know that can happen. Work on your Night Sisters. That's your next big team. I mean, the GR team is just gear, right? You unlock Padme, but it's just gear. Get your Night Sisters done. You got to finish your Talzin. Your Talzin's got to be worked on. Your Spirit's got to be worked on for stars. Asajj needs gear. They all need gear. I think your next big project is your Night Sisters. That team's going to be fantastic for you. They work so well in so many different areas. Sith Raid, things of that nature. Because the teams and characters you got have got Sith Raid cover set for Phase 4. You've got the Resistance team for Phase 1. You've got the Jedi Knight Revan for Phase 2. You've got the Darth Revan team for Phase 3. If you can get your Night Sisters squared away for Phase 4, that'll be a big help. They're great in GOTB and in any battles that you do for territory battles. Great in TW, and they're fantastic in GAC. You getting Padme and get her unlocked and then gearing her and adding the Night Sisters is going to make you a beast, dude. I love what you've done with your speed mods. You're on top of that. Keep farming your speed mods. But if I'm going to make a recommendation, I would definitely work on your Night Sisters next, Bob. So just as a quick glance, not getting into too much depth, things of that nature, yeah. All right. Oh, we got a lot of poor people that showed up. We had our boy Urs. Urs, did you win last night? I saw the entire thing. I think you full cleared. I don't know what you were doing with that Jedi Knight Revan team. I love Urs. He's so good.
Yeah, Urs full cleared last night.
Yeah, I know he full cleared, but I was just wondering, like, did the guy full clear him back? I don't think he could have because he put so much crap on defense again. I think Urs needs to needs to stop talking to people and be like, "Hey, boy, Urs."
Come on, Ranger. If he did that, he wouldn't be Urs.
No, if they don't know what he's got, that could throw him completely off, man. Got to think strategery here. I think people know who Urs is now. They're like, Urs, huh? He just put everything on defense. You know, Urs needs to get feet done too, you know.
Oh, baby.
It's hot. Urs is hot. We love Urs. But Urs is in there. Yeah, YouTube gaming is dead. It is dead. All right. So we've got. So yeah, Bob, take those. That's what I would do for your account. So quick roster review for you, real quick. Love what you've done, man. This is a fantastic account for 2.5. Ooh, I'd hate to face you, brother. You can just put your 2 Revs on defense and still kick the crap out of folks. That's how badass your account is, dude. Bob, you're more than welcome. Get those Night Sisters squared away. You know who you need to farm. You know who you need to gear. So there you go. And I wouldn't worry about Geos or Separatists for a while. You can go back and work on them, but you got what you need for Padme. Get her, get your team, go do Night Sisters. Oh my god. All right. Let's see here. Any more questions? Let's look. Let's see. Last question from Billy Gunn says, question, are you streaming Vulture event later? No, it's just a Vulture event. It's a marquee. No. I may do it, we're getting ready to do GAC. We're going to flip over on Twitch. So I think I'll probably unlock it there just for you guys once we get done with the battles and stuff. So I think that'll be a good place to do it. It's over on after we get done with GAC. So as we make our way to the climb for Kyber. So that's really the only thing, I'm going to get to Kyber most likely, right? And then what? It doesn't really matter, right? This is where you finish, just for rewards. Doesn't really matter where you finish in Kyber. You just finish in Kyber, right? It's like, okay.
Much.
It's not like I get anything else from it. The rewards, the prize box and stuff. But it's like, okay. But we do GAC because it's fun and it's enjoyable and it's something to do in the game and show off your stuff. So there you go. All right, so that's all the questions for today. We're going to get ready. Oh, Billy Gunn, sorry you asked. No, it's totally cool. It's a legit question. I'm just like, it's a marquee. I'm not going to make a big deal about a marquee. It's Vulture Droid. But you do know when the Padme event comes back next week, Billy Gunn, old Ranger J 1999 is going to be going for that 7-star Padme, and that's always entertaining when I try to do 7-star events. If you've never seen that, well, then you should.
But Ranger, there's a little special thing in the Vulture Droid event. You get to use the Malevolence. Oh,
well, we'll do that. So, last question for Billy Gunn real quick so I can end the stream. Question, are GAC ranks resetting with the next one? I don't think so. I think if you hit Kyber, you hit Kyber, and you stay Kyber through the next one, right? So if you were a Kyber winner, just like previously, if you hit Kyber, you hit Kyber. Because you're going to have all that currency. You go to the store, you can buy stuff from it, and that'll be your rank until the next one's done. So whatever you finish up after that one, your title will be whatever you got from the previous one.
I think it only resets when the season resets. Isn't that what they said?
I don't remember. I think your ranks, everything, your point totals reset, right?
Your lifetime doesn't reset.
Your lifetime doesn't reset. Your title that you're what league you're in doesn't reset. But I think you restart from the bottom and then have to work your way back up. So you have to keep going to Kyber every time because there's loot boxes in there. But to buy stuff out of the store will be your previous rank you earned in the last GAC. That's the way I understand it. Ray Rock said, no, it'll get reset since it's still an exhibition. Well, that'll suck. How am I going to buy stuff out of the store if they reset it? That's kind of stupid.
Well, I think that the tiering for what's available in the store is only like 2 different levels. Like there's nothing at Kyber that is only.
No, it's just was it bronzium or chromium? Chromium is what you need for like that last piece. But even then, if they reset it right after GAC ends, and I'm sitting there like, okay, I just earned 6,000, but I can't use it because I'm back to bronzium, that would really piss me off. Because like I just bust my ass to get to Kyber. And you're going to reset
that Ranger rant.
Yeah, that is going to be a Ranger rant because I'm like, look, I'm not going to go busting my ass, and the rest of us are not going to be busting our ass to do this if you're going to reset our title so we can use the stuff that we just got in the store. That would be asinine. The first one was.
Put it past CG though.
No, Touche. Proper catch. GAC on Twitch or YouTube. We are going to Twitch. So, first thing, we got 64 people watching. We got 40 thumbs up. Can we get 10 more people to give us a thumbs up on the video? Very much appreciated. But we are going to get flip over and go to Twitch. Doja Son, BCM, Graham, everybody's more than welcome to stay with me.
We'll switch over to Twitch after we hit 50 likes.
I don't care.
Come on, guys, let's hit that 50.
No, I got stuff. I need to do good.
Helps us. It really does help us.
So, all right. So, if you could give me the thumbs up, and then we're going to go to Twitch right after this. So, give me about 10 minutes once the stream ends to get set up, and we'll launch GAC. We'll be over on Twitch. We'll be having some fun, doing some GAC battles. We'll play some music, have a good time. I'm going to go get some alcohol, and then we will do that. I want to thank all you guys for being here today. Very much appreciated. All your support means a lot. I can't thank you guys for all the support and love you guys showed us here. So if you could keep the support coming, and you guys keep supporting our content, their donations or thumbs ups or subscribing or whatever it is you do to show your love for RSG, it means the world to us. So we're going to get ready to flip over. So with that, I'm having myself, the crew, check out Doja Son's channel. He does a Twitch stream every Thursday at 9 p.m. We were pimping it yesterday.
Thursday nights.
Yes, it's a fun time. Who else? Who do you usually have on there, Doja? So why don't you pimp your stuff a little bit?
So it's twitch.tv/Doja Son. And every Thursday night, at 6 Pacific, 9 Eastern, it's me, Dagger, and then whoever else I can get on to join me. I've had a lot of different guests and stuff. Like I've had good old Maurice. Ranger's been on there before. I need to get Going Nerdy on again sometime soon. The Robot Wizard is scheduled to come on in a week or a couple weeks or so. So yeah, it's just a good time. We spend an hour just talking about what's current in the game.
Yep. So please check that out. Support these up and coming content creators. They need love too. We were all young content creators once upon a time, so it really means a lot to them for you guys, all my skewers out there, let's support these folks, whether it's the car, whether it's just Ian, Darth Microtransaction, any of these folks. But here's the catch: if you like them, support them, right? I'm not saying just go over to every channel and just hit thumbs up. Find the ones that you like, support them though. Really support them. These guys take the time out of their schedule to do stuff for you guys. We all have different tastes. There's certain people we gravitas toward more, but at least look at their stuff. At least,
and if you don't like them, at least tell them why, so they can make them.
Constructively.
Constructively, yes, constructively.
Part of my language for a moment, but I got called a cunt the other day by someone. I'm like, delete. I have no. It just washed right over me. It's like, if you don't like me, fine. I'm not here. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. That's cool. If you don't like me or you don't something I'm doing, be constructive about it. Then I'll listen. Right? I'll be like, it makes me think, like, well, maybe I could do that a little bit better or something. But when you just sit there and go, Ranger is a dickhole. Well, you lost me. Because then anything else you say... Well,
you are, but you have to elaborate.
Right, on why I'm a dickhole. I don't mind... I don't mind people cussing at me. It don't bother me, not one bit. But I do like feedback, as long as it's constructive. So... Matt says, I don't like you because you're a big, bad, meaty pants to fit. Well, he deserves it, and he intentionally pokes me. I do hope you guys realize that all that interaction is just, it's not real. It's really not. We're just fooling around. And I have to say that because people are like, it's kind of like we're playing characters, guys.
Enjoy trolling.
Yeah, we just sit there and have fun. If we were just in here just being monotonous and boring, no one would watch. So spice it up a little bit. We play a little bit. Finn likes to poke the bear, and I like to roar at him. It's just the way it is. This is kind of the dynamic that we've kind of created. But anytime off camera, me and Finn are like brothers. There's nothing I wouldn't do for that man. I love Finn. He's family. So, but when we're doing stuff, it's all tongue in cheek, and I hope you guys understand that. So, all right, we're gonna go flip over. Give me 10 minutes, probably 1:45 p.m. We're gonna go flip over and do Twitch and kick that ass. So, Finn does cry in the corner and gets over, so it's all good. Finn, get your ass in. I hope it's Friday. You said you were gonna be here, Finn. You suck. Suck, Finn. All right. With that, we're going to end the stream. Let's get ready for Twitch. Let's get ready for GAC. Let's flip it over. With that, have a great rest of the weekend. We'll see you. We'll be doing a lot of streams this weekend. See you then.